Two men journey to the bars and restaurants of Scandinavia to find amazing beers, always with the same question.
Hey, what's on tap?
It's time to find out.
Right, this week we are celebrating new releases from Systembolaget.
Yes.
And
we are.
very excited to talk about that because there's actually been quite a few things come out recently and a hell of a lineup planned for this fall.
Yes.
So I thought it'd be kind of fun to celebrate what we can get in stock.
Yeah. And I think, so I didn't talk to you about this before we started recording.
All right.
But I think
Surprise.
this is, in my opinion, we should publish, since we did not have an episode yesterday, I think we should probably publish this episode maybe tomorrow. Because it's going to be close in conjuncture with the release that Systembolaget put out today.
We can talk about that. See how it goes.
We can talk about that.
All right.
It would kind of satisfy your OCD about putting out an episode
Look,
every
dude,
week.
I've already embraced the fact that we missed a week.
I'm giving you the opportunity to.
No, I think it's okay. I think we can just pick back up into our regular flow of things.
Okay.
Year two, we needed a rest week to recoup. You did your trip, which we'll have in the next episode.
Yep.
But I think that this is good. We can kind of just take a breather, relax a little bit, and now we can hit the ground running, and get back into it.
There you go.
And
so since this is now recorded, you can't give me any shit for this later.
Oh, I'll give you shit for it later anyway. But that's a whole other thing.
That's a different
story.
story.
Don't worry.
That's a different story. All right. So, as we said, Systembolaget had a new release of the temporary stock, or whatever we would want to call it in English, or the tillfälliga partier.
Right. So if you're not familiar with if you're not in Sweden, and you're not familiar with the way the Systembolaget works, is they have every other week, so about twice a month.
It's the first Friday of every month and the third Friday
of is it?
Every month.
It seemed like it was every other week. I didn't really look at the calendar to really see how that fell. Because what if there's 3 weekends and 3 Fridays in a month?
Well, they only do the first and the third.
Okay. I honestly, I never really looked at the calendar that closely. It looked like it was every 2 weeks there was a release.
Well, kind of is, yeah.
Yeah. Where they do kind of a special import release.
Yep.
And then they also do, sometimes they have a special web-only release, although that's mostly been whiskey and wine of late. But then they also have, once a quarter, they do kind of beers that are in the regular rotation for that season.
Yep.
And then they have a release which is just local Swedish beers only.
Yes.
That they do. I'm not sure what that.
I think that is usually the first of the month.
Okay. Yeah.
It's the local and small scale.
Yeah, that seems about right. And that can be a lot of fun. You can really kind of.
Yeah, you can find some gems in there.
Yeah. There's a lot of. You got to kiss a lot of frogs, but then you find a few princes in there every once in a while.
Well, it's funny you mentioned frogs because we got a hopping frog.
We do. I'm very excited about our 2 that we have today. Yeah. And today was actually, I think, a pretty good
It was a really
release.
Good release, yeah.
I picked up quite a few things from Systembolaget today through their online ordering process.
Yep. I ran by the Hansa Systembolaget store in Malmö on my way. Well, actually at lunch.
Yeah.
Today.
It's a good time to go.
Yeah.
Anything there you're particularly excited about?
I was, yes. Should we present the 2 beers that we're bringing on the show right now, or do you want to bring that out later? Or?
No, let's bring it out later. Let's just talk about what came out today that you were excited about.
Well, the one that we're usually both really excited about is the Backwoods Bastard.
Yeah.
From Founders. Excellent beer. And
easily my favorite Founders beer.
Yeah.
Mosaic Promise also came out today.
Yeah, I did.
So that was 2 Founders releases.
Mm-hmm.
I've enjoyed their last 2 releases to some extent.
Yeah.
The DKML and Doom.
I don't think I tried Doom or DKML actually.
Well, I'm sure you can get both of them in store still.
Yeah, they still had them at Hansa, so that was still possible.
I'd say they're worth picking up. They're interesting.
Yeah, cool.
You're probably not going to be like blown away. You're not going to fall in love with it. You're like, oh, this is a new favorite. But for a barrel aged malt liquor and a barrel aged double IPA, definitely worth checking out.
Yeah, cool. But yeah, the Backwoods Bastard. Super excited about that. What else? They put out some pumpkin beers today, man.
Ugh. Yeah, it was the Sam Adams pumpkin beer and the Avery 20 pounds of pumpkin and Avery's Rumpkin.
Yes, exactly.
You sounded way too excited about that.
What?
Rumpkin. Well, I know how you feel about pumpkin beers, and you're
exactly.
Like, yes,
finally
a pumpkin beer I can get behind.
Finally, the pumpkin beer of pumpkin beers.
So which things we should do a pumpkin beer episode?
Well, we recorded one last year, right?
We could do another one. We could do another one.
Well, the one we recorded last year was the one that just disappeared from your phone.
Right. It did not. Something happened with my phone and we lost it. So we could revisit pumpkin beers this year if you wanted.
Yes, we could.
I think there's a couple more coming out.
I think these were the first two. But we're really going into pumpkin beer season right now.
God.
So that's going to be
the worst season.
It's going to be exciting as hell.
I can't stand pumpkin beers.
It's going to be so much fun. You sound like me last year now.
I can't. What changed your mind? You were just so adamant, anti pumpkin beers. Did you have a pumpkin beer that we were just kind of like?
Nope.
So why are you so up on pumpkin beers?
Well, who wouldn't be?
Oh God. All right. If it was a beer that like in the tradition, like because pumpkin beer is a really old, like it's one of the really old styles of beer. Because when you didn't have certain ingredients, they would substitute, and pumpkin was one of those things you could just go to. But today, it's like pumpkin spice beer.
Yeah.
So it's not actually beer made with pumpkin. It's more like beer with pumpkin spice added.
Yeah.
And that's where
the shit hits the fan.
That's where I just cannot abide.
All right.
In any way.
Well, another beer that I was really excited about today was now we can basically say it's the two that we're going to be reviewing.
All right.
It's the Lervig and the Hopping Frog Sipping into Darkness.
I've heard really great things about this.
You haven't tried this one yet?
I've never had the opportunity to try it. So
you're in for a treat, buddy.
Yeah, I think this is the first time it's been released in Sweden. I know it's come out in Denmark.
Came out in Denmark
been available
a couple
there.
Times. Yeah. I think I had it on tap and on bottle in Denmark. I also tried the barrel aged version of it.
Nice.
Ølbetikken before they closed.
Oh,
yeah. We're gonna have to do like a Ølbetikken tribute episode at some point. I think.
Yeah, I'll have to pour a little bit out here in a few minutes on your carpet.
Perfect. And I can suck that carpet dry later.
I'm sure you will. Anything else you were excited about?
One thing that, Stigberger's put out
Hoppy Golden Ale.
Yes.
Yeah.
I did not pick that one up.
I ordered one of those.
Oh, you did?
Yep.
Nice.
Pretty much anything Stigberger's puts out, I'll at least get one of to try.
Yeah.
Because they're like Pokemon, and I got to try them all.
I was tempted to try it, but I kind of decided against it because I just ordered and I bought so much beer
recently.
This week basically. But there was the Belgian ale, the Cuvée van de Keizer, which was the whiskey infused one, and I believe they put out a whiskey infused one last year as well, which was super super nice.
Okay, I'm sure they'll have that on the shelves for weeks to come.
Oh, most likely.
Yeah, because they don't sell that very quickly.
No. I didn't pick it up today. I probably will pick it up at some point because it's. I think it's one of my favorite Belgian beers. If we're talking like Belgian triples and Belgian quads and stuff like that, I think that was one of my favorite ones from last year, the whiskey one.
Yeah. Okay.
So that one's good. What else came out today?
Well, there's the Thornbridge Flemish Red.
I did not pick that one up either.
That's gotten really good ratings, so I picked up one of those. I'm looking forward to that. And then I think it's called Days of Creation.
That was the...
Or am I thinking of something else?
No, I remember I saw that. Was that Stockholm Brewing? No,
that's the Thornbridge.
Stockholm Brewing?
No, Days of Creation is Thornbridge.
Okay.
That's what the name of it is.
Okay, yeah.
And then there's the Maud Swede.
Yeah, I picked up one of
those as well.
Yeah. The Brookery and Delacen collaboration.
Yeah, I'm very curious about that one.
Yeah, that should be kind of interesting too.
And there was something else I picked up, but I cannot remember what it was now.
Yeah, I know I picked up at least 3 more bottles than these two, but I really cannot remember which ones they were.
Yeah, I mean, there's a lot of good things there today. and I kind of had to cut my order because, like you, I've been buying a lot of stuff recently.
Yeah.
So I'm trying to temper actions with wisdom and not buy too much because there's a lot of things coming out in the next few weeks. Thornbridge Days of Creation, Systembolaget, and then the barrel-aged Old Ruffian barley wine.
Yes, I picked up one of those.
That was the other thing. Yeah.
That was a really pricey bottle.
It was 99 crowns for
355.
350, yeah.
Yeah.
And Days of Creation was also 99.
Yeah.
But I'm a sucker for Flemish Reds, and I'll pretty much get anything that's a Flemish Red.
Yeah.
I can't help myself. And plus, it also got really good reviews. I'm pretty particular. I'll go through Untapped and see what things are before I'll order them these days. Just because, beers are kind of pricey, and I want to make sure I'm not blowing $4 or $5 on a bottle of something that is going to suck.
Well, you're going to have to speak in Swedish kroner because,
Well, I'm translating, so it's anywhere from 50 to 80 crowns usually per bottle. So,
well, I think the Sipping into Darkness was $49.90, so 50.
That's pretty good, yeah.
And the Founders was also, I think, $49.90.
Okay.
Or $45 or something like that. So, that's a decent price for these bottles, I think. So, which one would you want to go for first?
I
think the Backwoods Bastard.
You think so?
First.
All right, fine. I think it's probably going to be a more subtle beer than the Sip in the Darkness.
Yeah.
But sure, let's try that one first.
Right. Let's do that. We could pour both of them as well, and just
I think we probably want to pour both of them at the same time because they both need to breathe a little bit. They're kind of beers that need a little air before you can really get into them. And while we're letting them breathe, we can kind of talk about some future releases coming out.
Yes, we can.
Because we have one more release this month, and October 20th, and it's a hell of a thing, man. There's so many good things coming out.
I actually haven't looked at that release yet.
Well, since we're going to talk about future releases, it seems like something you should have looked into.
That might be true. One could argue.
Ooh, wow, I just had a little drop of this on my finger, and I was like, "Oh, they're so chocolatey!" Oh my god! There you go. All right, so coming up on the 20th of October, we've got.
Look at the head on that.
That's beautiful. A tiramisu imperial stout from Hawkshead and Cigar City.
Oh, yeah. I remember reading about that.
I don't know who's Hawkshead.
I think it came out in Denmark recently, actually.
Okay.
I think it came out last week in Denmark.
I've never heard of Hawkshead, but I'm very familiar with Cigar City.
Yeah.
And their last release that they had was a lingonberry stout that they did.
With Nils Oscar.
Right. They got kind of mixed.
Yeah, mixed reviews, right?
Yeah. I got a bottle at home that I'll probably drink tomorrow. So.
I think they served it at Bruskable.
Did they? Okay.
I think so. But yeah. Nice. All right.
Also,
beers are served.
Well, we're going to give them just a minute to breathe, and I'll go through October 20th release.
All right.
The Lervig Tasty Juice IPA.
Cool.
McKellar Spontan Blackberry.
That could be pretty nice.
Could be pretty nice. North Coast Old Stock Ale, which I always like. Yeah. The Omnipolo J. Wakefield Stout called Brush.
I think I read about that one, yeah. I did not know that was coming out at Systembolaget.
It's scheduled to come out, so I'm big J. Wakefield fan, so I will definitely give that a try.
We got the opportunity to... we ate breakfast with Jonathan Wakefield at Bruskable, actually. Yeah.
That was pretty awesome.
Yeah.
We really meant to get an interview with him, but it just didn't work out.
It didn't work out this time.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll get him next year or something like that.
Yeah. Popples has a beer called Project 11, which is a New England IPA.
Oh, they're jumping on the New England train?
Yep.
Cool.
And then there's two Tilquin releases. One's a Goes and one's the Ketcha Alsace.
Oh, the regular Guess is coming?
Mm-hmm.
Nice. Then I can get some more of that at Systembolaget instead of... since I couldn't fit anything more in the car in Belgium recently.
Well, now you've got a chance to...
yes, I do.
Complete your collection.
Yes, I do.
All right. Well, let's dig into some Backwoods Bastards. Yes. And this has got a really crazy, frothy head on it.
Yeah. And it's amazingly clear.
Oh, my gosh. It smells so amazing. Yeah. It's just this ambery, beautiful color to it. It's got this delicious
bourbon
barrel aged. Yeah, and this is an old ale, I believe.
I do believe so. Yes, I'm pretty sure.
Man, for me, the old ales, the bourbon barrel aging in old ales, it's just like a match made in heaven. It just complements each other so much. Like
we get the vanilla toffee combined with the maltiness of the old ale.
Yeah, it's one of my favorite combinations in beer, honestly. Yeah. I think everyone raves about like, barrel aged stouts and stuff, but man, for me, old ales are where it's at. I mean, old ales on their own are probably not a style that I would go for usually. Barrel aged, but the barrel aged version just really, I mean, creates this incredible combination of flavors.
Yeah. And I think the thing with this one as well is that they don't go overboard on the barrel aging. Mm-mm. So the bourbon barrel really doesn't take over as much as it can easily do in some other bourbon barrel aged beers.
Yeah, I think it really complements the old ale.
Yes,
very well. And this is one that really gets overlooked by founders.
I think so too.
For some reason. And I talked to a couple of people at Founders, and it's probably one of they tell me it's their favorite release as well. So
it was the same as I mentioned, or as I will mention in the next episode. Now, I guess I met one of the sales girls at Cantillon when I was in Brussels, and when I told her the Backwoods Bastard was one of my favorite beers, she was just like, "Yeah, mine too."
Yeah, I mean, just the maltiness and the sweetness of it, and then the barrel aging on top of that. I kind of want to buy like 4 or 5 of these and just put them in storage and kind of enjoy them throughout the next couple of years. Because the old ales, I mean, they store really well.
Yeah. I think I still have a 2013 Backwoods Bastard.
Oh, really?
Cabinet. Yeah.
Oh, now I'm jealous.
Well, we'll see. We'll see what happens.
Oh, might get crazy later. Look out. Yeah, I mean, this is just one of my favorite beers.
Yeah.
I remember the first time I tried it, I was just like, holy crap, why has no one ever told me about this beer before? Because everyone talks about Breakfast Stout or Curmudgeon or KBS. Yeah. I mean, those are kind of the things that they're, are highly touted. But this is just simple and beautiful. And just the look in the glass, I mean, you can see straight through it. Even though it's like a darkish, reddish color. I mean,
it's a really, really deep red color.
Yeah. Man, that is just a gorgeous beer. And it doesn't hit you over the head. What's the ABV on it?
I do believe it is quite strong.
Yeah, it is.
Let's see here.
You need to work on their printing. It's a little off.
Yeah, they do. It's
you can do it.
What the hell?
What the what? Take your time.
Does it not?
No rush.
It doesn't. There's got to be an ABV.
For Swedish release, I think that by law you have to have the ABV on there somewhere.
Yeah, exactly.
This might be really fine print or something.
Well, it's only the net contents over here. There's no ABV on there. It just says foundersbrewing.com, brewed for US.
Oh, okay. Well, maybe that's why it doesn't have it on there, because it's brewed for US.
Well, I mean, it looks like it's it's definitely the export label because it's got the translations on here. But it does
do you have your phone with you?
I do.
Look it up real quick.
Want me to look it up?
Yeah, just look it up.
It really doesn't state the ABV anywhere on that.
It's kind of crazy. I'm shocked that it doesn't have it on there. Oh, it's 11.1%. Man, that is really fine print.
How the fuck did you find that so fast?
It's right there. It's really hard. It's really hard to see.
Yeah.
Yep. Yes, it's 11.1%.
Oh, it's so hard to see, but you found it in like 2 fucking seconds.
Well, I'm better than you.
Quick answer.
Simple. Sometimes the simplest answers are the most obvious.
It's the right one, right?
So what would you get Backwoods Bastard?
It's a solid 4.5.
Yeah, I mean, I got to play a little personal prejudice in here, so I got to go 4.75. because it really is one of my all-time favorite beers. And anytime I see it, and it's not incredibly jacked up in price, because if you're buying it at a bar,
that's also one of the things, right?
If you're buying it at a bar, it's like, whoa, that must be like that's just a crazy price for it.
Yeah.
So you're gonna pay like $120 probably per bottle in a bar. I think it's what I've seen it for, and probably I think that's a little steep for 375 milliliter bottle
or 355
milliliter bottle. But if you can go to Systembolaget and pick up a few bottles of it, I would highly recommend. Definitely, and if you see it on the shelves in any store, definitely you're not going to be disappointed. It is so good. All right, so rolling into November, it's Xmas beer release.
Yes, our favorite time of the year.
I know, but this year I found 3 Christmas beers that I'm kind of excited about. Mm-hmm. There's a Ballast Point Mocha Marlin Winter release.
The Mocha Marlin?
Yep, I have no idea what the Marlin regular is, but I'm usually pretty pleased with Ballast Point, so I will willing to give it a shot. Brickeriet has a Lucelele.
Oh yeah. I think it's I'm assuming it's with saffron.
Probably
because it kind of
because Lucekat, which is a traditional Swedish Christmas bun made with saffron and has like little curly cues, like a little snail and little raisins on each of the curly cues.
Absolutely delicious.
I cannot stand it, but I have a problem with saffron and sweet things, so it's a personal issue.
Well, I mean, you hate Julmust as well, so you're just fucking insane.
Julmust is disgusting.
No,
that is one of the worst creations ever.
Still the best drink ever.
No.
Yes, it is.
And then there's a Poljala Juluv Juuluuu.
Joula?
I don't know, but I like Poljala a lot, so I'll check that out. So
you'll pick that up. Yeah.
So if we do a intro to Christmas,
you mean when?
When we do the preview to Advent calendar, talking about Christmas beers again this year, we'll definitely have those on our list of things to try.
Yes, indeed.
All right,
moving on
up to the
Lervig
Hoppin' Frog side.
Sipping in the darkness.
They changed their labels, right? Because this looks totally different than what I remember seeing before.
It's completely different.
Yeah, that threw me off when I saw it. I was like, wait, what is that?
Yeah, I was looking for the old bottle label.
Right. So do you think they're changing their label structure?
I have no idea.
Because they used to all look basically the same, just different kind of color schemes. But yeah, this is the Chocolate Martini Imperial Stout. Coming in at a nice, light 12% alcohol by volume.
Yes, it does.
And it is totally chocolate. Oh my god, it smells like...
It smells like
Cocoa Pebbles or Cocoa Puffs, if you know what that cereal tastes like. It is so chocolate.
It reminds me of the chocolate milk, oh boy.
Right.
When you heat it up.
Okay.
So it's like hot chocolate.
Yeah. So that would be like
the smell.
That would be like Swiss Miss for the American counterparts.
Yeah.
But also, if you ever had like a really chocolatey cereal, and then the milk left over has that chocolate milk.
Yep. I can see that.
It's like that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's like Cocoa Pops.
Yeah. This is what kind of the first time I had Yellow Belly Sundae, it was kind of chocolate cereal
sensation you're getting.
Yeah. I was just like, reminds me of my childhood. And then I had it again this year, and I was just like, I'm missing that magic.
Like kind of like when you smell it. If you would just smell this with your eyes closed, not knowing it was a beverage, I would expect something crunchy.
Yeah, exactly. That's what it's like a chocolate cereal. Definitely just huge. I mean, it's supposed to be the most chocolate beer I think I've ever smelled.
Yeah, but not in a like pungent chocolate way.
No.
It's like a really pleasant chocolate smell.
Just super sweet and aromatic and. Oh my god! All right, cheers, man.
Cheers.
Yes. Yeah, that is just. Wow, that's 12%.
Yeah,
that is so smooth.
Yep. There's not a single hint of booziness in this.
No, not at all. And it is so smooth and easy to drink. That is what you would call a dangerous beer.
Yes, that is indeed. One of the most
dangerous beers ever created. Oh my gosh.
It's going to be like that TV show, like the 72 Most Dangerous?
Mm-hmm.
If they made one of those with beers, this would be top dollar.
Yeah, man, you do not get any alcohol in that at all.
No. And it's still super drinkable for being an Imperial Stout.
Yeah. I mean, if I didn't know this was an Imperial Stout, you feel like you could just
pound it.
You just pound these like you could like a Guinness or something.
Yeah.
Except there's almost no carbonation to this at all. I mean,
it's dead flat.
Yeah. I mean, it is, even when you agitate it, like the Backwoods Bastard, there's still lacing on the glass from that. Mm-hmm. But this thing, I mean, you have to agitate it pretty heavy to kind of even get the remoteness of a little ring around the edge of the glass there.
Even when you poured it out, it was basically dead flat.
Yeah. And that's not a bad thing.
No, especially not for this kind of beer.
So I'm sure they do a barrel-aged version of this as well.
They do. I tried it in Denmark.
Yeah.
And it's absolutely fucking delicious stout too.
I can't imagine that it wouldn't be.
The barrel aging complements it really well.
I can see that. I mean, I can see where it would add a little more complexity to it. Yeah. Where this is really nice, and you can tell like this is a great base. It could add a little tweaking to it.
It definitely benefits even more from barrel aging.
Oh man, rum barrel aged? Are you kidding me? That would be intense. I can dream. Just get some rum. Just add a little rum, just a couple drops of rum to it.
Well, I think even putting this in like a Islay whiskey barrel would be absolutely amazing.
Smoky, the smokiness like from that
peaty or peated whiskey.
Yeah,
that would also be freaking amazing.
Yeah, that would really.
So Lervig or
Hop and Frog.
If you're listening to this, Fred or Mike, please put this in a whiskey barrel.
Yeah, we need to have that experience, and then send us that whiskey barrel with the beer in it.
With the beer in it,
just tap it in the corner and just drink straight from the tap.
Yeah,
sounds perfect.
Message us. We'll give you our address.
Yep. That sounds wonderful.
Yeah.
All right. So moving into November 3rd.
November 3rd.
We have a Chimay Grand Reserve Rum Edition.
Oh.
Yeah. I don't think I've ever had any Chimays that were aged in any way. Especially not...
Yeah, not in a barrel.
Not in a barrel. So that I will at least have to try.
Yes.
And then I had the Keys Caramel Fudge Stout last year.
Was it good?
It was really good.
Did I try it?
You did not. Okay. Not that I'm aware of. You didn't try it with me anyway.
No.
Because I wasn't really sure if I would like it or not. And I thought, well, I'll just crack it open and drink it on a random weekend. And I was like, wow, that was really impressive.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely try it again this year. There's another Lervig Supersonic New England IPA.
New England IPA, yeah.
Yep.
I heard. I think we
tried it before.
Yeah, and I think I tried it in Norway when I was there.
Yeah, and then we tried it because I think it was released earlier this year as well. Yeah. So the second release of that.
Yeah.
So I'll definitely... I enjoyed it before.
Yeah.
And I'll definitely give it another try. Popple's Project, 012 at Imperial Saison.
That's not the berry one, right? The crowdsourced...
No, I don't think so. So there's 2 Popple projects coming out this fall.
Got a Rodenbach vintage coming out?
Oh, yeah. Vintage 2015.
Nice.
I'm all over that. Like white on ice.
Yeah.
And Sierra Nevada Narwhal.
Oh, the Narwhal is really nice.
Yeah.
I've got a vertical of Narwhal in the cabinet as well.
Now you can add one more to it.
Well, exactly.
And then November 17th, I wrote Pass. Oh. And December 1st, I wrote Pass, which means they're probably just a huge selection of Christmas beers.
Yeah.
So we'll... I'll skip that. And then on December 8th, which I think might be the last release for the year, there is the Thornbridge Love Among the Ruins, which has gotten really good reviews. And it's kind of a companion to the one that came out this week.
Oh, the...
Day of Creation.
Day of Creation, yeah.
Yep. And then the Norwegian brewery...
Nugna.
Yep, there you go.
The one that you can't.
Nugna.
Yeah.
Which we reviewed the Dark Horizon.
Yes, you did.
A couple of episodes back. Their special holiday ale is coming out.
Nice.
As a release. So I will probably pick up one of those. So really, it looks like this week and next week are the 2 huge releases. and then kind of coast in through the end of the year, which is good because we've got our Advent calendar.
Yes, we do.
Coming up in December.
We will be doing the Advent calendar this year again.
We will. I'm very excited about that.
Yeah, me too.
Because we will be doing Tuol again.
Yes, we will.
And we're also doing another box?
A second box.
Second box. Oh my gosh.
Which is going to be a mixed brewery box.
That is a lot of beers.
Yes, it is.
It's
48 in total.
48 beers. So that'll be intense.
Yeah,
that's us drinking.
It's a tough job, and somene's got.
That's us drinking a lot of beers. Yeah. and then in January for Christmas, they're just like, oh, I'm good. Have to dry out over the Christmas break.
Well, I'm going to ask you to keep a bit of banter going.
Yes,
because I've got a bit of a bubbler for this episode as well. Got a special surprise.
All right.
Yeah. So I will be returning shortly.
All right. So this isn't all the releases that are coming out through Systembolaget through the end of the year. These are just kind of the highlights that what I saw that I thought I definitely want to try to grab, because I think there's a lot of amazing things coming out through Systembolaget, and they put out some really great things. Of course, you can order online if you live inside Sweden, but you can also just go to your stores in Malmo. We're kind of spoiled because we have one store that pretty much gets everything in, and I just cannot wait for the next release. 2 new glasses have magically appeared in front of me, and so I'm very curious as to what Mathias is bringing us. He usually brings out something exciting and interesting. I'm running out of vamping space here. You gotta.
Well, I'm on my way back.
Okay.
I have the bottle.
All right. Do I have to close my eyes and you're gonna pour for me, or do I have to guess? Or all right, close my eyes.
That's a good idea.
Okay. So I like these surprises.
Yep. Well, you're gonna love this one.
Well, I am sure. Oh, that sounds good. I heard some
fizzy noise.
Some fizzy noise going on, so I like that.
You got some pouring noise.
Sounds very. I hear a lot of foaminess.
Yeah. Hold on. Wait.
All right. Do I smell it?
Yeah, sure.
Go. Oh, wow. That is... Holy crap. What is that? It smells like cherry soda. Spicy.
All right, you can open your eyes.
All right. Wow, that is... Ooh, wow, that is super clear.
Yep.
So it's really spicy. Is it cherry? It's spicy and fruity. So I'm guessing something cherryish.
Sure. All right. Cheers.
Sure. Thanks. Holy crap, that is boozy. Compared to the, I'm guessing this is probably coming in somewhere around 8-9%.
Oh, you are way off, sir.
Really? Because usually something when this comes out that's kind of like this boozy, it's usually like a lower alcohol percentage, but it doesn't hide the alcohol as well as some of these other heavier ones. And this is wow, that's
wow, that is really intense.
That's got to breathe. That needs to. They're gonna have to give that one about 20 minutes to really open up and decant a little bit.
Yeah, I think so too.
Oh, what is that? Is that the whiskey infused
Belgian?
No, it's not. It's too thin.
Yeah, no.
I would say I was a bit surprised. Like, it's the only thing I could think of that would have something.
I still kind of want to. I kind of want to keep you on the edge on this one a little bit.
Man, that is so. All right, so let's get back to the sipping in the
darkness. We haven't rated this yet.
We haven't rated this.
So we'll let the mystery beer breathe for a little bit.
We can do that.
Yeah. Because it's really fucking hard.
Yeah, there's not. It definitely. I think it's going to be good in about 10 minutes or so.
But yeah, that sipping in the darkness is just freaking amazing.
Yeah,
it's so good.
So what would you rank Sipping in the Darkness?
I think that's also a 4.5.
Yeah, I'm gonna give it a 4.5 as well.
Yeah.
I think Yeah, it needs to do a little barrel aging, and I think it's going to be just transcendent at that point. But that is a really solid beer, and well worth the price point, and well worth picking up.
Definitely. I actually think pouring a little bit of Backwoods Bastards into that might actually make it really good.
You think so?
I do think so.
Let's pour a little bit in and find out.
Yeah.
So muddle a little bit. All right.
I think that might be something pretty freaking good.
Yeah, that's pretty good. It it rounds out the edge that
yes, it does.
It's the one thing that the Sippin' in Darkness has. It's got a bit of an edge to it.
Yeah.
And I think you get kind of the barrel aging there, and it kind of mellows it out a little bit.
That's not too bad. That's actually pretty good.
It is really good. Yeah, it kind of gives you a hint of what the barrel aging could bring to it.
Mm-hmm. It gives you a kind of an idea.
Mm-hmm. And it's a very good idea.
Oh yeah, it's the best idea.
All right, so back to our mystery cherry beer, because it looks like cherry too. I mean, it is pretty cherry reddish.
Let's heat it up a little bit.
Can you give me a hint on the ABV at least?
Well, I can tell you that you're way off.
All right, so it's like
8.
18%?
That's very close.
Oh, wow. That's pretty close. Up or down from there?
Probably 0.5% down.
Oh, wow. 17.5, huh?
Yeah.
Wow. That's aggressive. Was this a Systembolaget release?
Maybe.
Yeah.
Might be.
Might be. That's rare that they get something that high end.
I mean, it is a Systembolaget release episode, right? So
yeah. So I would hope it was.
So yes, it is.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
But that's a rare that they have something that high in ABV.
Yeah.
I mean, they don't shy away from high ABV beers, but get something that high end is not a common.
No. And what brewery have we been seeing 15% plus ABV beers from at Systembolaget?
Oh, that is just so boozy. Good Lord. It's almost like cough syrupy kind of. Oh.
Can you think of a brewery that we've gotten really high ABV beers from at Systembolaget?
Well, I mean, Founders does.
Yeah, but they don't do more than 15%.
Yeah.
I mean, KBS is weighs in at 11 or 12.
Yeah.
But there's a different American brewery.
Yeah.
That gives you the really high ABV stuff. Like the really, really high ABV stuff.
Yeah. Right now, all I can think is Brewdog, and I know it's not them.
No. That's not
American. Yeah, I know.
Well, I mean, they do have an American brewery now, but...
Have you heard anything about that? I mean, they just opened. Have you heard any kind of press around it?
Opened a while ago.
Well, they had the grand opening, I think, in combination with CBC Boston.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think they opened before that.
Maybe they had I don't know.
Yeah. But I don't think we haven't gotten that much press about it over here.
Yeah.
I think they're probably banging that shit on over in the U.S.
Well, I know there's a little bit of controversy around it because they opened it in, what was it, Cleveland?
Cleveland, Ohio?
Yeah,
Oklahoma?
It's Ohio. No, it's Ohio.
Yeah.
But I can remember, I think it's Cleveland.
I think so, yeah.
But they didn't open it in it's like saying, oh, we're going to open a brewery in Malmo, but it's actually in...
way outside.
Yeah, way outside. So it'd be like, oh, we're actually opening in...
Tumlila.
Yeah. Festival or...
Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, so it's like on the far outskirts of the suburbs, kind of. So it's not really... It's like the Stone... Berlin.
Yeah.
I mean, technically it's in Berlin, but it's like way out in the middle of nowhere, kind of. So it kind of becomes a destination spot then at that point.
Yeah.
And it's not
you have to make it a trip.
It's not part of the beer culture that's already established in that area. It's something else.
Yeah.
That I think detracts from the region. I know they've caught some criticism around that because of that purpose.
I haven't heard about that, but sure.
It's just some of the podcasts I've listened to have had that critique about it.
Okay.
But I'm sure they're gonna do fine.
Probably.
As it is, yeah.
Yeah. I mean, it's Brewdog, right? So.
Yeah. But Brewdog, I mean, I don't know if they have that much of a footprint in the U.S. So, I mean, this is a good way for them to... It's kind of like Stone coming to Europe. I mean, I'm sure you've heard of them, but as far as an established, footprint in the area, it's kind of not really that much.
Yeah.
So silver cap, so a cap with gold foil.
Oh, you saw the cap now, yeah?
Yeah, but it doesn't tell me anything, honestly.
No, just not any logo on
it. No logo on the inside. Nope, okay. What if I peel the foil off there? Well, we won't do that. I don't want to run this price. American brewery gotten recently. Don't peel the foil off. All right, I won't do that. That has high ABV beers that Systembolaget has been getting.
They've been getting a lot of their... Basically, Systembolaget has gotten almost only their high ABV stuff.
Really? Wow. Maybe I just haven't been paying attention.
Well, I mean, when I say it, you're going to be like,
well, no, I was going to be like, yeah, obviously. I'm not what I was thinking.
Yeah.
You got me, man. I don't know.
You don't know?
Yeah, I'm totally stumped.
You sure?
Yep.
Can you see the...
Oh, Brooklyn Brewery.
No.
What? No. Avery.
Oh,
Avery. Is this their pumpkin?
That's the Rumpkin, yeah.
Oh, really?
Like, wow. Oh, it's just cherry beer? Oh, it's just going to be great in 10 minutes.
No, it's not. I couldn't figure it out. Like I said, it's super spicy, though. I mean, I definitely got the spiciness off of it.
But I think the booze just hides that pumpkin spice.
Yeah. But you get the cinnamon and nutmeg. That's why I kept saying cherry, because I kept equating it. Like when I hear cherry, when I have had cherry beers recently, it's that pie kind of spice mix.
You think about the cherry pits.
Yeah. And that's why I did not realize that was a 17.5%, because I just got the, I just got the vanilla stout they put out a couple of weeks ago.
Avery?
Yeah. Did you miss that?
Yeah.
So like 2 weeks, so the last round, they put out 2 Avery releases.
Yeah, one was a sour.
Right, and then was the Imperial Vanilla something or another.
I completely missed out on that.
I don't know how you missed that one, man. Because I missed the sour. I skipped the sour and got the vanilla stout instead.
Did you have the vanilla yet?
It's in my closet, waiting to be drank someday. Yeah. Yeah. I mean, that's one of those that I'm kind of like, no, I'll just put this back. The Avery stuff usually ages pretty well.
Yeah.
So I don't,
due to the high ABV.
Yeah. So I don't worry about it too much. Some of my stouts, I usually try to drink a stout within a year of purchase, because I think they start to fall off pretty fast after that.
Yeah.
And I've got a lot of stouts these days, so I'm trying to push through them, especially the Omnipolo stuff, because that stuff is not. That's got to be drank fresh.
Yeah.
It does not age for shit.
No.
Maybe the Noah does pretty good.
Yeah.
And I think the Celestia will do pretty good.
Yeah. Have you tried any of the new Yellow Belly that we got?
Yeah, I had it when it first came out, and it was pretty good.
I think we bought it in Denmark, right?
Yeah, I've got 3 bottles at home still.
Yeah, I haven't touched mine. I still have 2. But yeah, I'm curious how that ages.
I can't imagine it's going to age out all that great.
I don't think so either.
Yeah. I almost opened up one the other day, and I, for some reason, didn't. No. It's still a special beer to me. I was like, I got to save it for special occasions, but I think I'm going to probably crack one open pretty soon just to try it out again. Because I happened to be in Stockholm, I think, right around the week it came out.
Yep.
And I just I don't care what the price point is, I'll just take it. And I drank it and enjoyed it. And it was really nice.
Yeah. But all right, so the Rumpkin.
Oh my god, man, this is a harsh beer. I don't know that this is going to get the fact that it's a pumpkin beer. Now that I know it's a pumpkin beer, it does not jade my feelings about it, because it's still like everything I smell there is this.
Funny thing is, this has been sitting in bottles for a year already.
Really?
It was
holy crap.
August 17th, 2016.
This could sit in bottles for probably another 3 or 4 years and be completely fine.
For another 10 years.
Yeah. Actually, I think this would get better if it had a good 5 more years on it easily.
But yeah, it's ale brewed with pumpkin and spices and aged in rum barrels.
Oh yeah, it is so crazy boozy.
Yeah.
It is.
It is intensely boozy. You know, it makes me think about the Christmas schnapps.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what it makes me kind of think about when I smell it.
Yeah, I don't hate it. I mean, it's not bad.
I still gotta say, it's one of the better pumpkin beers we've had.
I would say probably the best pumpkin beer we've had.
But that could also be because the ABV and the rum barrels hide all the disgusting pumpkin spice that we hate.
And I think that is what makes it work for me. It's not overly nutmeg, cinnamon, and ginger.
No.
Like, which is it says easily, it's right here on the label, it has those things. And you can smell it. Like, I could easily smell the cinnamon and the nutmeg. I even said so before I knew what it was, that it had cinnamon and nutmeg in it. It's not too much ginger, which is really, I think, a blessing.
Yeah.
But yeah, man, it is just
intensely boozy.
And it's warmed up quite a bit now.
Yep.
It's more drinkable than it was when we first got it, by far.
Better.
And I think it's going to probably get better the longer it breathes.
Yeah.
Because it's going to let more of that heavy alcoholness, booziness kind of evaporate off. Yeah, as far as a pumpkin beer, I would say hands down the best pumpkin beer I've ever had.
Yeah.
But that's like damning with faint praise. Wow, that is still super intense. And it's like, what's funny is what's unpleasant about it isn't the pumpkin spice.
No, it's the booziness.
It's the overwhelming like cough syrup booziness of it that just kills you. So I'm gonna have to go and give this like a 3.75.
Oh wow!
I think it's a really good beer. I think it's needs to age out like quite a lot. I don't find that the cinnamon and the nutmeg and the ginger are overly cloying, which is what usually kills me with the pumpkin beer.
None of the spices take over.
Because, like I said, it's not pumpkin beers; it's pumpkin spice beers.
Well, this actually uses pumpkin as well.
I know. I mean, and a lot of these beers do have pumpkin in them,
but the spices take over.
But because they season it like a pumpkin pie, instead of just use the pumpkin as the malt, I think they use it as a malt agent.
Yeah.
So therefore, what I would love to try is actually a true pumpkin beer, not a pumpkin spice beer.
Yeah.
And it's a totally different thing.
Yeah.
Because I think that would be a different, more rounded, pleasant experience, and it wouldn't taste like a shitty chai latte experience, like, which is what I usually associate pumpkin spice beers with.
Yeah.
So yeah, I think I'm gonna go. I'm comfortable with a 3.75 there.
Good. Cool. I do think the pumpkin beer that you brought over last year,
that was the Dallas thing, and I cannot remember what it was called.
Can't remember the name,
but it was really one of those sought after pumpkin beers, and I cannot remember what it was called.
I remember that one was really, really nice.
Yeah,
because it was one of the first, but it was also, it wasn't a traditional pumpkin beer. Because if I remember correctly, it was almost like an imperial stout with pumpkin.
Yeah, it was something like that. Yeah.
So I mean, obviously that was one that, well, I would prefer over the regular pumpkin spice beers, but I have to say that I thought it was going to be a lot worse. I thought it was going to be absolutely terrible at that ABV. Mm-hmm. That's also why I was kind of giddy about talking about Avery and the pumpkin beer earlier, because I knew that was coming out. But I mean, it's not very drinkable.
No, that's the problem. It's so boozy that, and like I said, it has this weird cough syrup flavor to it. I think because it's so boozy.
And I mean, that is really kind of what kills it for me.
Yeah.
So I mean, I'm gonna still, it is one of the better pumpkin beers that we've had. But I'm not gonna go as high as a 3.75. I'm probably gonna stick to like a 3.
All right, I'll take a 3 from you.
Yeah,
I think a 3 is a pretty high grade for you in a pumpkin beer.
Yeah.
I'm a little more forgiving because I see the potential.
Yeah.
And I think, like I said, I think if you were to cellar this, it would age out beautifully. And I can't say that about a lot of beers. This is kind of an old ale with pumpkin spice flavors. It's kind of what I'm getting from it.
I think you're taking it a little bit too far there, but
You don't think so?
No.
You think, well, it says ale. And I'm kind of taking it to old ale, which is a higher ABV beer. And I think that the barrel aging is almost as likely to just dump rum into it and call it barrel aged.
Or that the rum barrels were still half filled when they got them.
Yeah, something like that. But yeah, I think.
Well, I mean, now that it's warmed up a little bit, if you smell it, you can actually get quite a lot of rum from that.
Yeah. The pie spices are fading away.
Yeah.
You're getting much more of the rummy smell coming through. Still doesn't take away from the cough syrup flavor.
Still boozy as all hell.
Yeah.
All right. Well, that was our. I guess that was our first Systembolaget temporary release episode, right?
Yep.
I think we're gonna have to do a bit more of these.
I think so too. I think maybe once a month we recap what's coming out, some highlights, what we think you should definitely look for and check out. This is actually. Just for a random episode, this is one of our longest episodes.
Oh, holy shit!
Yeah,
that's a long episode.
Well, we had the extra edition of the Rumpkin. It's just kind of a surprise.
That's true.
All right, so check us out online. What's on tap podcast.com, YouTube,
iTunes,
iTunes, Stitcher,
Podchaser.
Yep,
Instagram, Facebook.
Yep. All the usual places where you expect to find us.
All the internets.
Yes, all the internets. What's on Tap podcast. Check us out. We'd love to hear feedback.
Yeah.
Tell us what you think. If you've tried any of these beers, we would love to know what you thought of them, especially the Rumpkin, because that would be a lot of fun to talk about.
Or if you think we're complete idiots for reviewing these beers as the Systembolaget release episode, then let us know that too and which one you preferred.
Yep. All right. Until next time.